Well folks, we begin today's video with a little bit of unwrapping. As I alluded to on the last video, I have invested a little bit in the hope of discovering possibly some more Roman silver coins. So this has just arrived and this is my new upgrade. So this is the new coil. A 13 inch by 11 inch for the XP DEUS II. So I have been toying with the idea of buying this for a while and decided to take the plunge. Pull the paperwork out of the way that's got my address on it. So this is it. So as I say, I haven't really read very much in the way of reviews about this coil. There's very little out there. It's only been out for a relatively short period of time, and as you'll see, I bought it from Regton, who also are my channel sponsors, but I paid for it, and it retails in the UK at £350 sterling, and this is it. So what do you get? Oh, you only get three things. You get a lower stem, which just speeds up how quickly you can obviously change the coil head, because you can just take this off. It saves you having to fiddle about with the fitting. Comes with a little bag, which has got a couple of the nuts and washers that are needed for attaching the coil to the stem. And then lastly, the coil itself. So at the moment, you've got two coil options when you buy an XP DEUS II. You've got the 9 inch or you've got the 11 inch. And I have got the 11 inch. But I figured that I would go for this bigger version, which is the 13 by 11. Now it increases, I can't remember the exact figure, but I think it increases your sweep area by about 18 to 20%. It also should give me a little bit more depth, but I don't think it's going to be significant. I think it's going to be at best 1 or 2 inches, but later on I'll do a little review on that, and it comes with a coil cover fitted as well. So I'm going to go and stick this on charge, and then I'm going to get out in the field and see what we can find. I should also add I've got a cold, which is why I probably sound a bit wheezy, but hopefully the fresh air will do me some good. Welcome back to the fields of Perthshire in a windy and cool Scotland. So first off, 18,500 subscribers. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let me turn around, get you out the wind. Over the moon. Absolutely amazing. So thank you all for the continued support. I have just taken delivery of this lovely shiny new coil. This is the new 13 by 11 inch FMF coil for the XP DEUS II. So I just got it delivered yesterday, and this is the first chance to get out. I am keen to go on the Roman field, but I just want to have a little bit of a play around closer to home. Make sure there aren't any issues with the coil. So I've come out on a few fields that have produced medieval, post-medieval. There's probably a chance of just about anything. So I'll give it a go. These fields have been heavily covered over the last 4 or 5 months, so it'll be interesting to see if we get any extra depth, and also if we turn up 1 or 2 decent targets. So let's see how we get on. It's only taken 5 minutes to get a diggable target. $76, $77, and a big stone, and another big stone. You might hear me wheezing away quite a bit. I've had a cold as well, so I've been a bit under the weather. I figure a bit of fresh air might well make me feel a little bit better. Are we out or are we in? I think we're out. We're out. Doesn't sound... Oh my god, where's all the stones coming from? Right, we're out. It doesn't sound amazing. I'd hope maybe a bit of lead. That is it. That's not a bit of lead. It's a bit of bronze. That is a little fragment of bronze, which is interesting. What could it be? Part of a bowl or a dish? Has it got lines on it? Kind of. I think that'll go under the category of do not know. And it could be any age. We might have our first button of the day. 64, only 10 minutes in. Somewhere in there. Is it on the speed? Nope. It's bizarre. Still seems to be there. I've maybe moved it on its edge. Okay, I think we're out, whatever it is. Tell you, I'm not looking forward to going on the Roman field. I think I'll be out of breath in no time. Well, that is it. It's kind of like a musket ball, but it's not. Oh, it's a button. It is. It's a little button. So right enough. Copper alloy. It's one of these Jacobean or Georgian sort of period. It's probably from the late 15 into the 1600s, and it could sneak into the early Georgian period. It would have been a separate bit on the back with a loop where you would sew it to your clothes. So yeah, it's going to be certainly 250 or more years old. Well, that is a first field done. Only 2 decent diggable targets. Did about almost an hour in that field. I've decided to go into the neighbouring field, which has just been ploughed about 10 days ago, 14 days ago. So it's much flatter, which will hopefully help with a bigger coil. But so far, I have to say I'm surprised. There is not a massive noticeable difference in terms of weight. I think the coil, the 11-inch versus the 13-inch, I think the weight difference is it's somewhere in the region of 80 to 100 grams. So not particularly massive. And as I alluded to earlier on, you can probably expect that you will get a coverage increase of about 18 to 20%, give or take, for the size of the coil versus the 11-inch. So you'll get a fifth more land covered, and hopefully you'll also get 1 or 2 inches more depth. So let's see how we get on. We've got another eyes only find. Now, I kind of did a double take at it. You see this thing here? I think it's like mother of pearl. And it is. It's some kind of bead. It's got like a loop on it. Yep, it does. It's got a little metal loop. And it is a little bead. I think it's mother of pearl, which is made from like a sort of oyster shell, isn't it? It's a bit dimpled, it's not perfectly round, so I don't know, maybe it was suspended from a bracelet or a bit of jewellery, a necklace. What do you reckon? It's almost like it's lost a bit of the surface there. I don't think it's particularly old, less than 100 years maybe, but it's a nice little thing. Let me know in the comments below. We've got a little 75 right about there. Worth a go. Ooh. Well, we're out. So far I haven't had a deep target. Everything's been in the top 4 or 5 inches, but it is plough soil, so that's to be expected. Tell you what, I think it's a hammered. It is. That is a hammered coin. Is it bent or is it broken? Ah, it's broken. It is broken, but that is a hammered coin. Silver. First bit of silver with a 13-inch coil. I didn't expect it on the first day. You beauty. Right, just get you out the wind. Get the spray bottle. Where is it? There we are. So, what do we reckon? It looks like a sixpence, maybe? Possibly Elizabeth I. Yep, I think it is. Now there's the bottom of the shield there. So you've got the 3 lions of England. They would have also been up there as well. And you've got the fleur de lily, the flowers of the lily, or the fleur de lis of France, bottom right and top left. It's the other side. What a shame it's broken. It would have been in pretty good condition, I think. Yep, it's Elizabeth. It is Elizabeth. You can see the letters Lizabeth, DG, Ang. So it is, it would have said Elizabeth, by the grace of God, Queen of the English and of France. Because she was not Queen of Scotland. Her cousin, Mary, dog hair. Her cousin Mary was on the throne of Scotland until she was forced to abdicate in 1567 in favour of her son, James VI of Scotland. And she was then imprisoned by Elizabeth and executed 20 years later in 1587. And that's probably when this coin is from. There would have been a date on it at the top. Unfortunately, the bit that's missing. But that's probably going to be sometime around the 1560 to... when did she die? 1603. So that's a lovely coin. And it's made in London, because that is a rose mint mark, which is the Tower of London. That's where it was made. Beautiful. Sixpence. Well, technically a threepence because it's only half a coin, but still, that is a brilliant find. It looks like quite a recent break. It's quite shiny. I'll have a hunt and see if I can find the other half. I've had a good scout around, but dug a few targets, but it was just aluminium, tin foil, a few fragments of lead, but we'll keep spreading out, see if there's anything else. I've been the best part of an hour without a target, and now '83, '84 is well within the realms of a coin. In fact, it is a coin, I think. Look at that, just as the soil broke there, right there. That is a penny. Nice wee imprint. Who's it going to be? We've got a date of 1918. So that means it's going to be Gorgeous George, as I call him, George V. And he was the grandson of Queen Victoria. And he was the grandfather of Elizabeth II, who died last year. So that is the year also of the end of the First World War, 1918. Although officially the peace treaty wasn't signed at Versailles until 1919. There he is looking to the left. So that's nice. 2 coins, 1 hammered. Well, I'm afraid that is it. That's a bit of an abrupt ending. It started so well, so promising. Few signals, few targets, and then it's just gone completely and utterly dead. No other targets whatsoever for over an hour and a half. So I'll spare you the few tin cans, but let's have a wee look at what we found. So there we are, only really 4 diggable targets. A little mother of pearl style pendant, which I don't think is particularly old, probably 50, 100 years at best. A little fragment of bronze, which, who knows, could be potentially thousands of years old, but it's one of those ones we'll never know. Could be a part of a tool, could be a part of a bowl or a dish. It's quite chunky, so who knows. A little button, similar to the one that I got last week as well, so it's probably from the similar era to the coin, 1600s I would think. And then the coin, which unfortunately, search as I did, search as hard as I couldn't find the other half. But I don't think that's a very old break. It's quite shiny, it's quite sharp. And it's a shame because looking at the lettering, that would have been a very, very nice coin. But you can't win them all. So, first outing with the 13-inch coil. I will do a proper review on it at a later date. At the moment it's just all about the detecting. I'm hoping to get back out tomorrow on the Roman field. And, you know, so far I'm surprised how light it is. I thought it would make it, you know, nose heavy, a lot more difficult to swing. And a field like this, which has just been ploughed perfectly flat, it's a joy to use, very, very easy. It'd be a bit more complicated if it was a bumpy field. You'd be better with a smaller coil, I would think. But yeah, so far so good. Surprised how light it is. I have to say I didn't find any target, probably beyond 6 inches. I didn't even get any deep iron today. But I think that's just a reflection of what's in the field to find rather than the detector. But as I say, I hadn't high hopes for it getting a lot of extra depth. 1 inch, 2 inches, that's probably more than enough. So as ever, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Yet again, thank you for 18,500 subscribers. Who knows, I might actually be on 19 by the time I put this up. That would be amazing. So if you like what you see and you're not already subscribed, then hit the button. And it doesn't cost you a penny. Turn on the notifications and we will see you on the next dig. So thanks for watching and take care.